Hi there, welcome back to the channel. Today we're painting whimsical watercolour houses in the easiest, scrappiest, most beginner friendly way possible. No rulers, no perfect lines, no stress. Just loose shapes, playful colours and a whole lot of charm. We'll add a tree line using a fan brush, super quick, super satisfying, and finish everything off with black fineliner details to bring the whole scene to life. So let's jump in. I've got cold press watercolour paper 300 grams taped down, and I've got a medium sized brush. I'm just going in with this blue to create a straight line. I then grab some watercolour pencils and I'm just going to mark out my little houses. So they're all going to be different shapes, different sizes, just any shape that comes to mind. I'm just going to get that down and put the windows in. So this is just incredibly simple, just loose rectangles for the buildings and triangles for the roofs. Don't worry about symmetry, don't worry about straight lines, the wobbly they are, the more personality they have, and think of them as friendly little houses that don't take themselves too seriously. Watercolour pencil is a good way for when you put your watercolour paint on, it'll just blur into the background, but if you haven't got watercolour pencils, just gently sketch it out. That won't be a problem at all. I'm going to be using the Kuretake paints today, and I'm going to use whichever colours I feel that I want to use. So I'm not worrying about it. I'm going to put some on the houses, some on the roofs, and I'm just dropping the colour in. Soft pastels, some are bright pops, whatever feels fun. Let the colours bleed into each other a little and let the water do its thing. You can even leave some white gaps. It adds to the charm. Each house gets its own colour story. One might be a cheerful yellow, another a moody blue, and another quirky pink. There's no wrong choice here. So again, for the roofs, I'm using slightly different tones to what I've painted the houses with to make them stand out. No perfection, just swipe the brush across and let the paint settle. If the colour blooms or creates textures, even better. These houses are meant to feel whimsical, not architectural. So I've moved on to my second layer and I'm completing the detail in there. And then I've gone back and I'm using the same red that I'd used at the top. So just adding those colours in. Some I've got the red on the houses, some I've got them on the roof, and some I've got it on the houses and the roofs. I'm just going with the flow, not worrying about it, just picking up a colour, adding it in, and then just thinking, where else can I put this colour? So putting it on a building and then adding it to the roofs. So this is the fun part. I've got my fan and we're going to add the tree line. This is where the fan brush shines. I'm loading it with a green and then I'm going to be adding a pink. So I'm going to tap it along the horizon and it makes instant trees. You can vary the pressure. You make some taller, some shorter, and I'll add a darker green for depth. Maybe a little brown for trunks. It takes seconds and it looks so good. So I've moved back to the houses and I'm just adding some details into the windows and into the doors wherever I feel, and I'm just darkening that colour up there. So I'm just finishing off my lovely little houses, just making sure that I've got colour on each and every one. Some of the windows I've left blank and some I've added colour. So you might want to do that, or you might want to go back at a later date and then add those in. So I'm just darkening up that straight, just adding a swipe of colour there. So I've let all the paint dry and I've grabbed my black fine liner and the magic's going to happen now. I'm going to outline the houses, not perfectly. I'm letting the lines wobble a little bit of skip across the page, adding the windows, the doors. You could add little patterns on the roof. You could add some chimneys at this point, maybe some tiny dots, cross hatchings, stripes, whatever feels fun for you. I've kept this really simple. I'm just going to outline the houses, the doors, maybe add some curtains, some little doorknobs in there. Just adding these fun little details to bring these little houses to life, and all these details give the houses personality, and suddenly they look like little characters in a storybook. I'm also adding a few pen marks to the tree line, so we want to be adding the tree trunks, just tiny little vertical lines to suggest trunks. Nothing too detailed. The fan brush has already done most of the work, so I'm just going to add some trunks in a bit to those tree lines, and you'll see those trees come to life. So I'm adding the curtains there, adding a roof here, and making all the windows look a little bit different from one another, maybe some curtains, maybe a different design on the window. So here is where I'm adding the trunks, just bringing up that pen mark to where I've put the fan brush marks, and it makes those lovely little trees. So simple, so easy to do, and really, really fun. So I've moved on to the second line, and we're doing exactly the same as we did on the first. We're going to outline our houses, outline our windows, add some personality to those windows by making different patterns on there. Maybe it's curtains, maybe it's the design of the window, and making small little windows there and adding some lovely little doors. This is just about being in the moment, having a little bit of fun, just enjoying yourself. This is not serious art. This is just about having a little bit of fun time. So I'm continuing here, just finishing off those little houses, and then I'll be doing the tree line for the bottom part of the page, adding those trees. They don't want to go straight up, they want to go to the side, make them look a bit more realistic. And then I'm just outlining that straight, just bringing it all together, maybe another line for a bit of pavement, and adding that on there. Then I outlined the tape because I wanted to make a bolder kind of border for this page, and then I'm going to make this border have a little pattern. So it's a black Posca pen I've got here, and I'm just adding these lines going around the page. Really simple, easy and fun to do. And I really do like giving some of my paintings a bit of border. Sometimes when you peel the tape off, it looks a bit boring, and I think, oh yeah, I feel a bit disappointed. So adding these little patterns, I think it really frames your picture nicely. So this was really, really enjoyable to do, really beginner friendly, no worry, no stress kind of art, and I hope you get to try. Let me know in the comments, would love to hear from you. Okay, hope to see you soon. Bye.